Technically, there is no I in your personality. We don't realize this. So what happens is, in the brain, there's the past, there's the present, there's the thought of the future. None of us really understand that when we answer questions and we discuss things with people, there's about 6 or 7, maybe even 9 different personalities in your brain. You don't even realize it. One of the critical aspects of this assignment number 1, week number 1, Expedition Earth, how to destroy the doldrums. Oh my God, guys, you didn't see this, but a moment ago, as we're driving on the highway, Ava actually pointed straight ahead. I was about to get off the exit. She pointed straight. She didn't just say, go straight. I mean, this is a common theme dating way back to the beginning. Pointing. Point. Like, you can't just say, move, go straight. No, go straight. No, point. It's hysterical. Anyways, assignment 1, week 1. When you wake up that morning and you're going to go on your place that you've never been before, you can't know where it's going to be. You can't pick it out the day before. You have to pick it out practically the moments before you go. That's it. So this is how small your world gets. We're driving down this road. We're in Clinton. Ava says, are you sure we're not in Westbrook? I'm like, no, we're in Clinton. And all of a sudden you realize, I've never been here in my life. I'm within 15 minutes of my own home. I've never been here in my life. I am truly in brand new territory. This is what it takes to break out. This is it. This is it. Get ready for this one. Quick concern, quick comment? Nothing? Okay, I'll do it. Last week, we actually entered into a territory that I gotta tell you, we probably never experienced before as a family. We went into a Guilford Land Trust property that was clearly marked. There was trailheads everywhere. Yet we got lost. Now, it's true that I did bushwhack off the trail, thinking I could get us back to civilization quicker, because we... Oh!
Horses! Oh. What? Oh!
A quick comment on that. Like, people are, like us, carrying around a bag to pick up our dog's excrement. And for some reason, the people that have horses think that they can just walk around in a horse and take a giant crap right on the trail and just leave it there. Are you freaking kidding me? Horse people? I can barely even fit myself in here. I can barely fit myself in here. But you could survive in here if you really wanted to. Which way do... What's your question?
We should look at where to go to on our map.
Which way do we go? What are you guys thinking? Which way? We're surrounded by glacial erratics. Okay, everybody, we got lost just for a short period of time. And with the help of our mapping system, and all of a sudden a voice from the woods, it said, "You're on private property." Pretty typical. Of course, we are in Clinton. Just kidding. Anyways, Race is extremely triggered after last weekend's event where we did get lost for about an hour. Found ourselves in some thickets. Right, Chumley? Yeah, he doesn't want to talk about it, but at this point what I realized is, and what we just discussed, is that you start out with little treks like this where you get a little bit lost and you grow some little balls. Eventually, one day you get to a point where you could go to the tundra like I once did with some big balls and almost die. It's fantastic. Expedition Earth is a 501c3 nonprofit organization designed to inspire environmental protection. Stick with us. See you next time. At some point it occurred to me as a parent, probably about, 4 or 5 years ago, why we don't hit our children. My daughter was never hit. My son's never been hit. And my theory is that because these kids have never been hit, they really have an opinion about everything. They're very vocal. Much of that opinion, especially now with a teenager, is really vocalized against me. She's easily agitated and easily confrontational. But what I want to say is that my son is extremely intelligent and he's actually quite happy. And my theory is that because we don't hit, they are free to say things like, "I don't want to do that." They have an opinion. "I don't want to go. I don't want to watch that. I don't want to do that." And I think, like everything, there's two sides to every coin. Side number 2 is they may lack some discipline. Now, I'm not trying to advocate for physical punishment. I just get a feeling, and I have a theory, that because we are animals and we are a part of the animal kingdom, that we need to be physically redirected from time to time. Expedition New England is now taking a good look at one of the really difficult things most people do not want to talk about during the holidays. This is Thanksgiving, is the depression many people are dealing with. What I'm asking you to do, if you are suffering from a little bit of depression, like, listen, if you're human, you're feeling it, okay? The human brain actually has the tendency to remember bad things with 4 times more propensity than the good. So you really got to go 5 to 1 to even kind of catch up. But anyways, what we're suggesting that you do here as we prepare our turkey and all that jazz is think of that one brain candy moment. Like for some of you guys that played soccer with me, you know, when we won the state championship, use that brain candy moment, okay? And that'll get you through Thanksgiving. For me, it's feeding the birds right now. I'm like one of those guys that's like, just feed the birds, like the guy on the bench, you know? Or start a fire, hopefully in the fireplace. Happy Thanksgiving. chainsaw broke. We're not gonna let anything stop us. This is cure number 3 for any types of depressive thoughts.
It's James.
Okay, stop. Exerting extreme effort in a physical capacity brings the mind away from many of the painful things that are reoccurring inside it.
The theory is that perhaps 75% of all depression could be cured by this simple action of moving muscles and changing thoughts.
Yeah! Take him down! Yeah! Take him down! Yeah! Kill him! Hit him! Take him down! At this point, I've been out in the field for about 3 hours, identifying and documenting the behavior of these wasps, the bumblebees, and these other moths. Nowhere have I seen any evidence of any of these creatures suffering from or being incapacitated by a midlife crisis. We're gonna stick with it. Stick with us.
Wasps are compelled to do very little else other than feed and breed. So there's no time to become dissatisfied and look for other ways of obtaining satisfaction.
I realize this is difficult for many people here to understand. This is a game. I come to you from somebody that lived his entire life obsessed with the outcome and the participation in a game, but it's just a game. This isn't reality. We've created it into the reality. It's a game.
There will be 2 10-minute non-golden goal overtimes. If the score is still tied, the state championship will be decided on penalty kicks.
This is one of those brain candy moments in your life, okay? Did you go to the state championship ever?
Ladies and gentlemen, a correction on that announcement.
It's a whole new world now. We don't want everybody gets a trophy. Okay, they got rid of sudden death. Okay, that's a problem. Okay, I'm pissed about that. They just announced that if there is no score or if it's a tie score at the end of regulation and at the end of overtime, there's no, are you freaking kidding me? Are you kidding me?
1997, co-champions with Woodstock Academy, last time.
I realize this is difficult for many people here to understand. This is a game. I come to you from somebody that lived his entire life obsessed with the outcome and the participation in a game, but it's just a game. This isn't reality. We've created it into the reality. It's a game. I'd like to do a short documentary that'll take probably several years to actually produce, and maybe Tia will help me. but I would like to track the history of these kids, the winners and the losers. Okay, if you lose this game and say you never get a crack at a state championship ever again, do you become a alcoholic? So this is news to me. There's a fella here, very kindly, just interrupted and said, guess what? A girl killed herself how many years ago?
I'm not sure.
A girl killed herself because she gave up or she missed a penalty kick. Guys, this is a game. This is what we started off talking about. It's a game.
Come on, boys. Come on, Lee.
And it's become more than a game, and now we can't even finish the game.
Settle the ball, please.
All of a sudden you start to get this conversation going, and 15 minutes left in the game. Tell me if I'm wrong, but there's a possibility there could be co-champions. Are you freaking kidding me? Co-champions? That's unacceptable. We didn't have co-champions. Somebody ended up in psychotherapy for the rest of their life because they lost. Me, all right? That's the kind of thing that's going to happen. I want to see people in therapy, or I want to see people...
Some pressure going on.
Following through on my week 3 Expedition Earth assignment to go somewhere I've never been before. I'm in the woods. I've got my... Hello? Hello? I seem to have lost my trail marker. Hello? Hello, who is that? Hello?
Brandon! Brandon!
Go, Scotty, here's a goal. Go high.
There it is! Ah! Yes! Yes! Not yet! There's still a lot of soccer left! There's a lot of soccer left! Oh! 2, 3, 4, 1. I guess I'm at the age now where when I can't sleep and I get to a point where I'm obsessed with something, I really just get up and go take care of it, which is what I did that night. You begin to do some calculation in your mind, and in this particular case, I got $180,000 riding on this one particular night. There's 2 inches of rain coming. I've got a small army of men on tap to start work the next morning at 6 a.m. I have a perishable good that's worth probably $40,000 that's going to be cooked up in the form of hot asphalt. And I'm not even sure the drainage system we installed is going to work. The system worked. All 6 catch basins effectively handled the water from a tremendous rainstorm. Eventually I realized that this is just not a normal job.
You're not like showing up at the office at 9 in the morning and you go home at 5. And I guess I understand why a lot of people look at me like I'm from outer space when I explain that I'm stressed out about what's happening at work. I actually don't even talk about it anymore. 2 o'clock in the morning, it dawns on me that the job we're supposed to pave the next morning has a brand new drainage system. If it didn't work after 2 inches of rain, you're gonna show up to a giant lake. You have to go check on the job. Of the ability to
We have
see.
to get rid of this old person mullet that we have going on right here. See this mullet right here? Definitely getting rid of that. We're gonna give him what I have right here. See?
Samantha, I want you to transform me. I want you to do for me what you have done for yourself. You can do it. Will you?
Listen, Augie. Daddy's gonna be going away on a outdoor time travel experience, and I'm gonna be gone for a little while. I promise I'll be back as quick as I can. Somewhere along the line, I got sold the message that you need to jump in an airplane in order to be able to travel. Or you need to jump in the car and take a 2-hour ride far from where you are in order to be able to travel. But this is different. I have developed a way for you to travel without ever stepping foot in a car. You can walk out your front door and experience a world like none other. It's called Front Door Time Travel. Expedition Earth will lead the way. Stick with us. This is fascinating. Apparently, my wife, who does not have a job, could walk into a car dealership with no income at all and purchase a car. This is what our country has turned into. You do not even need a job and you can get a car. We're on our way to baseball clinic this morning, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Ray says to me, "Do you know utility baseball players in Major League Baseball are actually able to earn $6 million a year?" I felt like embarrassed to tell him how much money I make. I mean, this is incredible, the society we live in. This kid wants to be a Major League Baseball player.
Now I gotta.
Do it one more time. Evidently, the mean income of an average household in the United States as of last year is about $56,000 a year.
some utility players, look, this is a utility player, this is not even a specialty player in Major League Baseball. They are currently making $6 million a year. Is that correct? Do you realize that the mean household income, it's not technically called the average. The mean is kind of a different type of an average. The mean income in the entire home in the United States of America is $56,000 a year. When I graduated high school in 1982, the real mean income was around $49,000, $48,000 a year. It hasn't even gone up 20%.
We've lost the ability to actually manage our money. We do not have any concept of how to save $1 and spend half of that. We've lost our minds.
Guys, listen, we've all heard the term, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, okay? We've all heard that term. Well, if you read into the statistics, you begin to see that it's true, and it's actually getting worse.
Scott, you're in charge of the keys and that thing.
Let me try to condense this right down. Back in 1980, actually from 1953 up to about 1980, 1 person in 10 sat within the 1% of the rich. Say, for example, the richest person out there could be a millionaire. He has $1 million. Well, 1 out of 10 made that. Now, just bear with me here. 2 people are making $1 million. It's twice as many of the richest rich.